Petri dish, the Petri dish, the Petri dish.
This is
The Petri dish, the Petri dish, the Petri dish. This is the Petri dish. It's the podcast that's whatever I want it to be all the time, forever. There's something growing in here, and today it is big ideas about Dungeons and Dragons. With me today is the just enigmatic sprite of a being that is Jonathan Allgood.
I wish I were sprightly. I'm not. I'm dumpy.
I don't know. I feel like you have like a very Tom Bombadil energy, you know, like
Oh,
it's
yeah,
just everything just kind of exists all together, and there's no urgency to any of it anymore because it's all one.
yeah. Yeah, That's yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Is there a Cimmerillion entry for Tom Bombadil?
There has to be. I've never read it because I fucking can't.
Right.
But
Yeah.
it's like trying to read the dictionary.
Right. Yeah, it is. I tried to do it one time and I never could get into it.
You tried
It
to
was
read it one time and then you never recovered.
right. Yeah, yeah,
Too much knowledge for one mind.
right. Yeah. Apparently Stephen Colbert has that shit on lock.
Yeah, no, I believe that. I watched a video of him comparing a verse from Chance the Rapper to part of the Silmarillion that he did all off the top of his dome about how great at rapping Chance the Rapper is because he used a rhyme scheme only used in the Silmarillion and what's that one musical? I am the very model of a modern major general. That whole thing. It's like
Okay.
this like those three are the only things that use that
Oh,
rhyming scheme.
nice.
Dorky as shit. I love it.
Yeah, yeah. I'm for it. Yeah.
I love lands of gnomes and trolls and things. I just got done
Yeah.
playing my little family Dungeons and Dragons campaign.
Oh,
Uh where I run things for 5 people, so 6 of us all together.
okay.
Uh and it's
Yeah.
getting a little hard to DM for because I've never really done it before, and I have already let them get too high level. They're like, it's like 6 level 7 characters, and I'm like, I don't know what to throw at you anymore. Several dragons? Can I hit you with several dragons? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So, about to send them into a meat grinder in the hopes that something is entertaining.
Yeah. Yeah. You can just multiply whatever you want by 6 now, which is pretty cool. Yeah.
I'm just gonna start doubling everyone's health and attack that they go up against to see if that helps.
Yeah. Yeah. You can do that. It's up to you. It's
That
fun.
That's why I have that, big DM screen so they can't
Yeah.
see what I'm doing over here. They don't know what I'm cooking.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So my
Yeah.
brain's still hot from that.
Cool.
I can't tell if my mind is working great because I've just been using it so much lately, or whether it's the exact opposite because I have been using it too much lately.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know.
We're gonna test it out this podcast. Either
Okay.
I am tapped out and this is gonna be the worst podcast, or some shit's
Yeah.
about to go down. Who knows?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Either way, Jonathan, you've got to roll for initiative. I'm just kidding. We're
Okay. Yeah. 13. Oh,
not-
that's what I rolled. That's 6 and a 7.
Perfect. You
Yeah.
win.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think that through. Yeah.
Uh,
What have you been playing music lately?
yeah, actually, I just did some band practice yesterday. Got together at
No.
got together at Quentin's house, our bassist.
Yeah,
He converted his children's room. It's a really cool room, and they also play instruments. So he like
yeah,
built them lofted beds that hang up on the wall, and they can kind of stow them during the day and bring out like amps and drum sets. And then
yeah.
also when they're not there, we just use their bedroom for our practice.
Nice. Yeah,
You gotta be somewhere, right?
yeah,
Oh, this guy's
yeah,
flapping.
yeah. You definitely do. I've been playing E minor C a lot. Just those two chords together.
That's a good set of chords right there.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to get it crispy and sharp, you know, not like sharp out of tune, like sharp,
Like the
good to go.
transition between them, and
Yeah.
just really get the. When I first learned, let's see, the first chords I ever learned were A and D,
Okay.
because
Nice.
A, you just hold down a bunch of strings, and then D, you do a little bit up from there. And
Yeah.
so, like, when I was first learning guitar, I would
Uh-huh.
literally just hold those down and strum
Okay.
in rhythm.
Yeah.
And I never got better than that. All my songs are two chords,
Hey. Yeah. That's
sometimes three.
that's all they need to be.
I've been thinking about trying to I don't know if I'm gonna like pay for lessons, but I've really thought about going through some of the YouTubers that I like,
Yeah.
and like actually following their
Yeah.
videos on like the here's the basics or here's a chord structure to learn, because there's like
Yeah.
a Swedish guy named Paul Davids who just
Okay.
is really good at explaining guitar stuff, and I've never actually like sat down and tried along with his stuff, but I feel
Okay.
like he could teach me something.
Yeah. I like Red Shoal. He's good, and then there's another guy, like Eric Rongadonga Dingadong.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Haugen, I believe is what his last
Oh,
name
okay.
is. Okay, yeah, yeah. I, I just had to get that other part out first.
Just had to let that demon escape your mouth, and
Yeah,
then and you could say regular words again afterwards. That's
yeah,
pretty good. I
yeah.
just I've been playing guitar for so long now, and
Uh,
like I know in my head I'm better than I was 10 years ago, but
right.
sometimes
Yeah,
I'll be like, I've never learned a fucking thing on this on guitar. I'll sit down and I'll be like, I don't even know what to play on this fucking thing.
yeah, yeah. I think that's part of it. You know, just you get to a point where you don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, after a while.
Always feel
Yeah,
like I'm relearning that damn thing.
yeah, yeah. I feel you. I mean, I don't know shit anymore after my accident. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's frustrating.
That's got to be an extra level. Like sometimes I'll forget guitar stuff just because I'm lazy.
Uh-huh.
Your brain, the knowledge got knocked out of your brain. Like that's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
you gotta actually reclaim that shit, which has got to be
right.
tough
Yeah,
for the
it
old
is.
fingers and brain connection.
Yeah, yeah. You're not kidding, man. It is tough, but it's worth it. I enjoy playing, you know. It's like it's something to do, you know.
Do you find that you still have some of the muscle memory of like, oh, like once I start playing, I can kind of feel the song again, or did it just all like,
Uh, I think some, yes, but very limited though. And then my finger coordination is real bad.
hmm,
So I'll go for stuff that I can't do, you know?
man, oh,
Yeah.
yep, I've been there. Except
Okay.
mine isn't with guitar so much as it is I'm bad at like walking and jogging again, because like I've spent so much time indoors
Yeah.
over the last like 3 years. Like I've gotten extra fat again too. So like
Uh,
I'll go for a walk and I'll be walking around and I'm like, my ankles are fucking shaking right now because they're like, oh, we're not used to going fast.
oh, yeah.
Like I ran a 5K in 2019, and now if I
Now,
go for a walk, my whole week is different.
okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's awesome that you ran a 5K though.
It was tough.
Yeah.
I
Good
was
job on that.
I was lucky that it was snowing because if not, I would have got real overheated. But like it was like, ooh, a freak snowstorm coming in right on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, thank God. I'm so fucking hot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just running it in a t-shirt and shorts.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. People ask me if I'm, you know, like how I am temperature wise, and I'm always like, I've got an extra layer of skin on. Fine. You know,
Yeah.
so like I produce my own body heat and I'm good.
Yeah, especially hey, if I know it's going to be extra cold out, I'll
Yeah.
just eat 2 Big Macs and then my body will generate all the heat I need for 24 hours. I'll just be fucking sweating profusely.
Yeah. It's
It's
like you just throw some wood on the fire and then leave.
yeah, it's the dietary equivalent of running a 5K.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit. Let's
Yeah.
see what happened in the last week. Oh, you know what? I don't think I've talked to you too much about this yet.
Okay.
Uh Blink 182 getting to play Coachella.
Oh wow.
So
Okay.
like I never really cared that much about Coachella. Like I know it's like a huge
Yeah.
music festival that everyone plays. Like fucking Paul McCartney played it a couple years ago. It's a
Yeah.
big deal.
Right.
And because they're so big, they actually recently started live streaming all of their stages professionally on YouTube for free.
Oh, it's free?
It's all free on YouTube. So if you just
Oh
go up on YouTube and look up Coachella, like literally right now, like from 4 o'clock into the night, they're streaming all 6 stages for free.
wow. I
Yeah,
assumed you would have to buy like virtual tickets.
right.
That,
That's what I thought was
yeah.
going to happen, but
Yeah.
nah, shit's all free now. So last weekend,
Right. Yeah.
um, Blink 182, the drummer Travis Barker, he dislocated his finger super bad.
Ooh.
Travis Barker had to get surgery on like this finger because he was just drumming too hard and it like fucking fell off. Uh,
Oh,
so they had to cancel like all their South American tour they've been planning, which Brazil is pissed on the internet. Brazil is not having it.
yeah.
They're always like, because again, also, Travis Barker's been in a plane crash,
Right.
so he does not fly anymore. Understandable. You survive one plane crash, you're like, I'm not letting them trick me again.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
So he has to take a boat or
Yeah.
like drive. And so, like, they're going to go to
Yeah.
South America. He's got to make his way down there somehow.
Right.
But because he fucked up his hand, he had to like do 4 weeks, no drumming, no doing nothing. So they're like, well, we got to cancel South America. Um,
Wow.
but that
Yeah.
freed them up to play Coachella, which was
Okay.
happening. And they would Coachella, somebody dropped and they were like, hey, come play at like 5:30 on a Saturday or some shit. It was like a middle of the day set.
Okay. Yeah.
And so they did that last weekend and it was fucking great.
Yeah.
Uh but now I have to defend Blink 182 a little bit by when I say great, I mean great for Blink 182.
Yeah.
Anyone who was not a fan would watch their live videos and go, why do they sound like that? Like it's
Yeah. Yeah.
so it I'm used to like back in like 2011, 2012, back when they were together after the first reunion.
Yeah.
Uh Tom, one of the singers, was just like drunk all the time. He was always just playing shit badly. They weren't doing the harmonies for stuff right. It was just bad shows.
Okay.
They weren't doing much on stage. Um, but now Like they're all in super good shape. They're like excited to be playing with each other again. So like
Nice.
when they took the stage at Coachella, they were only playing hits from like prime millennial era, like 97 to 2001.
Yeah,
They were just playing all those songs. Um
nice.
and so it was fucking great. It was like, oh, I haven't heard these songs in 20
Yeah,
years. This is
yeah,
great to hear them like not only
yeah,
playing them for once, but being excited about it.
nice.
So when I say they were great, I mean they were in a way I haven't seen them
Yeah,
in the way that they are with how old they are. This
yeah,
is, damn near 50-year-old dudes
yeah,
jumping around singing about how great it is to be young. So,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's pure nostalgic pudding for me. I'm just sitting here getting my empty calories of Blink 182.
No,
But
yeah.
also last weekend, I don't know if you know the singer Frank Ocean.
I've heard the name, but I'm
Yeah.
not.
He was headlining. He was like closing
Oh,
out Sunday night of Coachella, and his show went really bad.
ooh.
He like fucked up his leg really bad, so he was like singing half of his set backstage,
Oh,
and the audience was all like confused because they're
yeah,
like seeing him up on the screens, like where the fuck is he at?
right. Yeah,
Um, and Coachella is known for doing weird shit. Coachella is the one that in like 2012 did the holographic Tupac.
oh, okay.
So like they do some weird shit, but everyone is like, this is not like a holographic Tupac situation. Something is wrong.
Oh,
Um, and so he just had like an hour and a half long bad set that
oh,
everyone was kind of like worried about him.
yeah,
And so this week he canceled because he's like, I can't do that shit again. I don't want to like
right.
disappoint everybody at this giant festival. So now who's headlining Coachella this weekend? Blink
One,
182.
one, oh, two. Nice.
So I'm staying up late tonight because they go on at 9:30.
Okay.
And I'm
Yeah.
just gonna watch a free YouTube stream of Blink 182 for the second weekend in a row because I'm a millennial with no money and that is free.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah,
So like it sucks for Frank Ocean, like hope he's fine, but also it's great to be a 30-something pop punk lover right now.
right. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
love it.
How old are you now, Bobby?
I'm exactly 30. I'll be turning 31 this year in August.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, because I'm 35. I'll be 36 in June. So,
We're just
oh,
gonna slowly turn into old men.
yeah, which is surprising to me because I thought I was gonna die young. I just always did,
Well, I
and
mean,
I almost did. Yeah.
yeah, like give yourself some credit. You were real close.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah,
uh,
yeah,
a coma is basically the greatest in between of sleep and death you can get.
right.
It's like the
Yeah,
ultimate nap.
yeah, yeah. Which I maybe at the time I just needed the sleep. Maybe.
I think
I
so.
yeah, but yeah, I'm so glad I didn't die. So, so, so yeah.
I'm
I
glad you didn't die too.
thank you. Yeah,
Also, you living made me want to die less too. I was like, hey, you know what? Maybe
good.
there's something to this shit.
Nice.
Because if I would have died any earlier than today, I wouldn't get to see Blink 182 reunite again and
Yeah,
play Coachella for free. You know,
yeah,
it's the little things.
yeah. Good. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh shit!
yeah.
I uh, I
That's cool. I'm gonna have to look up the the
the
the
Coachella streams.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, because I didn't know those. I thought they were virtual and you had to pay for them and blah blah blah, not just on YouTube for free.
yeah. If
So
you just go on
that's
YouTube,
awesome.
type in Coachella, you'll see
Yeah.
like Coachella whatever stage live, and then you can just
Okay.
click on it and watch the stream.
Okay.
and they put money into the production of this shit. It's not just like
Oh yeah.
one static camera, it's like a full stage
Oh,
show production.
nice. That's awesome. Yeah, yeah. I I hope that's the way things go in the future. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's a tough in between because like I'm still pretty sure this is like presented by Live Nation or one of those giant conglomerates that is like destroying all live music. But at
right.
the same time, much like the way Spotify does, they are bringing music and live performance to people that might not be able to like afford it at some points,
Yeah.
and they are charging artists and people that can afford it up the ass for the opportunity. It's like tickets like $200 for every show nowadays.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not sure what the actual ticket price for Coachella is, but I would not be surprised if it was like $1,200 to $2,000.
Yeah. I that would not surprise
Yeah.
me. Yeah. Yeah.
But hey, if somebody's willing to pay $2,000 so that YouTube puts a thing up for free,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
capitalism's gonna do what it's gonna do.
Yeah. 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 That's cool. Yeah. I heard that King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard is gonna put out more music than you can listen to in this year. That's that's
That's
my take on what they've done.
that seems like a goal that band would have.
Okay.
I uh
Okay.
I I saw t-shirts from their merch the other day. One of
Okay.
them just says Wizard Wizard and the Wizard Wizard, and the other one says Lizard Lizard and the Lizard Lizard. And I was
Okay.
like, that's I'd
Great.
buy both those without even
Yeah.
seeing them first. Those are great shirts.
Yeah. Yeah, those are good shirts. I did get to see them live before my accident.
Nice.
Yeah. It was cool. Yeah. They were good, man. Like, they practiced their songs and they played a lot of shit from a lot of different albums. So,
Yeah.
good on 'em, you
It
know?
was it was really hard for me to get into them only because I didn't realize each one of their albums is wildly different.
Yeah.
And so like it took me a while to be like, "Oh shit, like this album is
Right.
it's
Totally different than the others. Yeah.
like I couldn't call them a jam band because they deserve more respect than that. But it's
Yeah.
in the vein of like a progressive type, like a Dream Theater type thing, where
Yeah.
it's just like they are an entity putting on a spectacle. It is not about genre.
Right.
They are
Yeah.
just dudes who play their instrument crazy, come hang out, which
Yeah.
is I really like that as a genre of just like, hey, we're really good at our instruments. Doesn't
Yeah.
fucking matter what genre we are. Just come watch us.
Yeah. 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 I was, I guess I got into them the year before when they released the year before they released all five records. Yeah, it was about that time when they put out five records in 1 year that I found out about them.
So
And
you find a new band and then they immediately release 5 albums in a
yeah,
row.
yeah,
That seems a little overwhelming. I'd be like, I can't. That would make me be like, I can't do it. That's too much.
yeah, yeah.
That's fun.
Uh, okay. Somebody came into my room for a second. My bad.
That's all good.
Oh,
Hell yeah. Let's
yeah,
see. Blink 182 talked about that. I
not.
just every like I right now all I do is just like watch various band things on YouTube. Like
Yeah,
I'm just not doing much right now. Like my
that's
job is
okay.
slow and boring. So like I've been deep diving back into the Foo Fighters because
Okay.
they're going to be playing up in Tahoe on my birthday this year.
That's great.
So I'm like, bro, and they're playing at a casino that my mom has a fuckload of comps at. So like I think I might be able to get a bunch of free tickets.
Nice.
So I'm like,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah,
But
that's awesome.
they have an opener. The opening band is called The Breeders, and it's Kim Deal's side project with a couple other notable
Not
band
familiar.
things.
Yeah,
Let's see.
yeah, the breeder.
Yeah.
What was Kim Deal in?
Uh
Where's she
the
from?
the Pixies. Let me see.
Okay,
It was one of those the type. Yeah, the Pixies.
okay.
Co-vocalist, bassist for the Pixies, and then formed the Breeders like as a side project. Uh,
Did she have like 7 kids to
oh
to
man, does she?
form that? Yeah,
Well, now I got to see if she's actually a breeder.
right. Yeah. Is she just posing as a breeder? The irony is just too much.
Oh no, even better. She was once married and then immediately got divorced like 3 years later. And people are like, "Oh, what are you like, gay or something?" And she's like, "Oh no, I." She's like super asexual, just like doesn't. So she's
Wow.
like the exact opposite of a breeder.
Okay.
She's just like, no.
Yeah.
That's even better because she got married in 85, divorced in 88, and then in 1989 created the Breeders.
Okay.
Oh shit. That's
Okay.
funny. But yeah, the
Yeah.
Breeders and Foo Fighters. I'm real excited to kind of
Yeah.
see how that plays out.
Yeah. That'll be good.
The last time I saw the Foo Fighters, like they're one of those bands that like their catalog is so large, they'll just go for 2 hours just cuz. And so
Yeah.
I'm wondering because it's only a two band show if they will just like go
Figure it
just
out.
go until they're bored.
Yeah. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and Foo Fighters, they were the ones that just lost their drummer recently, Taylor Hawkins.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yep.
right.
So
Yeah.
I still don't know who they're gonna have as their drummer,
Yeah.
and I'm always a huge nerd for like what
Yeah.
people do either with like band like very core band members that have been lost because Taylor Hawkins has been the drummer and backup vocalist for Foo Fighters
Yeah.
since he left Alanis Morissette in like 98, 99. So like
Yeah.
it's been quite a while.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
There was speaking of long things about the Foo Fighters,
Okay.
they have the entirety of the Taylor Hawkins tribute thing up on CBS or Paramount Plus, whatever it's fucking called, the CBS streaming app.
Okay.
Um, and in that one, of course, a million bands play, but then the Foo Fighters are doing some stuff, and they use the drummer from The Darkness.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I mean, I know you know The Darkness, but
Yeah.
their
Yeah.
drummer,
Uh,
Rufus Taylor,
uh-huh.
is the son of Queen's drummer, Roger Taylor.
Oh. Oh, wow.
Right? Like I didn't know that shit
I
until
didn't, I didn't either. But
I was
we have
watching.
the original lineup of the Darkness, and the original drummer had some injuries and ended up having to part ways with
Yeah,
with the
that was
Darkness.
that was
Yeah.
Ed Graham, I
Right.
believe. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
But their drummer now, Rufus Taylor, son of Roger Taylor from Queen. I didn't
Okay.
realize that until they were like, "Hey, uh, our drummer died, but his favorite drummer is here," and then they bring out Roger Taylor to like drum
Oh, wow.
and play one of his Queen songs, and then they're
Yeah.
like, "All right, now we're gonna have his son play a bunch of songs with us," and then like Rufus Taylor gets up there to drum, and I'm like, "This is just." This is
Yeah.
just a stage full of millionaires just hanging out. This is fucking crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm wondering. Oh god, I gotta sneeze. I'm
Okay.
wondering if Foo Fighters, like they've done before, is just gonna steal a guy from a band.
Yeah.
That's what
They
they've.
could. Yeah.
That's Foo Fighters is basically a super group of all stolen musicians.
Yeah.
Because Dave Grohl started Foo Fighters and he stole the bassist from Sunny Day Real Estate.
Okay.
He stole Chris Shiflett from No Use for a Name.
Okay.
Pat Smear from the Germs stole him.
Okay.
Taylor Hawkins was drummer for Alanis Morissette, and now he could just steal Rufus Taylor from
Yeah.
the Darkness and just, continue the thievery. I think it would be cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Once you've set the precedent, you gotta steal.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll see who they show up with in Tahoe in August. I'm hoping Rufus Taylor, but if they showed up with any of the like session drummers that I've seen them
Oh,
play with or play like in the same sphere as before, it's still going to be a great show.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, there's so many just like touring drummers that they could get who would do just as good a job,
Definitely.
you know? Because, yeah, yeah. It's not like you need Keith Moon to play Foo Fighters.
Right.
Yeah,
And especially because like a lot of their stuff, I'm not going to say it's straightforward. There was definitely like a style there, but it's all
yeah,
very based around whatever rhythm Dave Grohl sets for the song.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
In
It
fact,
it's not like you need Neil Peart or or yeah, or what's his face? Shit. Keith Moon. I
yeah.
I just said yeah, and like a drummer with a specific sound. You know, you don't need that for Foo Fighters. You just need some energy.
In
Yeah.
fact, they just released a new single that I'm pretty sure Dave Grohl just drummed on himself.
Okay. Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
whatever drummer they get is still just gonna have to follow Dave Grohl's lead. That's
Right.
that's
Yeah.
kind of how that band exists.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely Dave Grohl's band.
Yeah.
I mean, it's his project. That's what it is. Yeah. And and they've done a really good job. So good on them.
They're at this point the biggest active rock band. I can't really think of anyone else who's
Yeah.
at this point. They're probably just at this point the Foo Fighters is just classic rock going along more. Like they're just gonna get grandfathered into like okay, 80s and 70s bands exist, but also Foo Fighters is kind of there.
Yeah. 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 That's that's fair. I there's this French band that I've I've been listening to since I've had my accident called U UMMON, I think, or that's the album, maybe.
Never heard of it. Sounds very French.
They're they're good, and they're kind of like a doom hard rock. They're not like fully doom metal, but they're like doomy and
Sludgy.
rock and roll. Yeah, sludgy. Yeah, yeah. And I can't remember what they're called, but they are very good. And I have watched their YouTube videos several times.
I've been trying to get into new bands, but I just can't do it. Like nothing's hitting me right now.
I mean, that's fair.
I'm
I
just
go through phases. Yeah.
I'm just really hoping somebody releases an album that really just like slaps me out of nowhere. Lil Yachty almost did it. He
Oh,
released a very weird atmospheric psychedelic rock album as a rapper. So it's like it surprised me. He did some great performances on Saturday Night Live of the new stuff, and
that's
it's
awesome.
it's good.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to find the name of that.
It's all right. It's
Yeah, yeah.
wow. I've been yeah, other than that Lil Yachty song or album, I tried to get into the Beetlejuice soundtrack from the Broadway show that they made of Beetlejuice.
Oh,
And
I didn't know they do that.
yeah, they did that and it's got good songs, but it doesn't have good listening songs. I'm sure if I went and saw the show it would be cool, but there's no songs in there that I want to listen to independent of listening to the album,
Right.
which
I
I,
understand. Yeah,
I get why they would do that, but
yeah.
also that makes it there's no listening value, you know.
Yeah.
Linkin Park is releasing new stuff that's like old demos that they're trying to
Okay.
release, but they were B-sides and stuff, and so now I'm like, oh well, it's not like new stuff, it's just rejected stuff that they can kind of polish up, so it's still not
Oh,
hitting me either.
okay. Okay. So yeah, I was, the band is called Slipped, and yeah, Slipped, and the album is UMMON. So I don't know how you pronounce that. I don't know if it's a French word or if it's
it's
English.
it's
Yeah.
French for fucking metal.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
I don't even. Yeah. Oh, I did find out this week that there's a procedure that might help my balance.
Oh
That,
shit.
yeah, I don't know if it'll be right for me because it's super specialized area of medicine. Um, but I'm I'm near where it could happen.
Oh, okay. Hey,
Yeah, yeah,
that's something.
right. It's yeah, it is possible, but you know, don't know. And I've got to talk to a bunch of doctors first before I can, potentially get it done.
Yeah, they gotta like see if you're a good candidate for it first so that they don't just like shake you up for no reason.
Right. Yeah.
I saw I saw a weird video about people that get vertigo
Okay.
where it's like uh some doctor looked at the internal chambers of a head and
Uh,
like put an air bubble in there and like rotated it a certain way, and he's like, what if this is the problem? And he took some patients and he like spun them and turned them in specific ways,
yeah.
and apparently he's had like 70% success on like fixing people's vertigo that you used to like make them dizzy for like a week,
Yeah.
just from like rotating them a specific
Yeah.
way to get their like balance juices in their head in the
Yeah.
right place.
I,
uh
yeah.
and I have no idea. Like that could have been a joke video. The science was so shaky, but I was
Oh,
like, I'm gonna believe him because
yeah.
like
No,
this seems like one of those things that people would like overlook because like that's too simple, you know?
yeah. Hmm. Yeah. No, I've I've had the Epling maneuver done
Yeah, I
on
think that's
me.
what it is.
Okay. Yeah. And it helps some, but it doesn't fix me.
Yeah,
So yeah. So I think I have what you would call complicated vertigo.
yeah. You're not like Bono.
Right. Yeah.
Every other way, you're exactly like Bono. This is the only one that's different.
Right. Yeah. I'm who is that band? They released OK Computer. Who was that?
No, Bono is you too. You're thinking of Radiohead.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I
Well,
love mixing them up though, because they would both get so mad about it. Fans of both.
Well, U2 is like predictable and corporate and makes sense, and then like Radiohead is slightly off from that.
Yeah,
It's more,
Radiohead is like that, but sad.
yeah, yeah,
U2
right,
has the confidence in themselves to be like, put our album on every iPhone. You know, they
yeah,
got they
yeah,
just believe in themselves too much.
yeah, they do.
Isn't
I I was trying to write a joke about n- entrepreneurship and narcissism at when I was early in comedy, and basically I created the idea of narcissist,
Take it
which
again.
yeah,
What's that word?
narcissist. It's where a narcissist is so into himself they believe they can make money off themselves.
Yeah, Elon Musk.
Sure, yeah. Just you just have so much self belief that you just make money. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think that's exactly how Elon Musk acts. Actually, I don't know if you've seen his his Twitter shit is a whole separate fiasco we could talk about one of these days,
Oh yeah,
but it's still ongoing how much he's wrecking that. So I'll just let it play
yeah,
out.
yeah.
But he made the mistake of offering like 1 million Dogecoin, which is like $1.5 million or something. Too
Oh
much
yeah,
money. He made a reward to try to like dunk on some journalist because a journalist said that his money comes from diamond mines that is or emerald mines that his family owned, which
yeah.
is true. Everyone knows it. Uh, but apparently Elon Musk does it, and he's like, "Ooh, 1 million Dogecoin to anyone who can find the trail that links me to any emerald mines." And straight up, his own dad went to the news and is like, "Can I collect on that? We literally had emeralds in our house from the mine we own. I don't understand what he's saying."
Oh,
Like, he's just lying so bad. Even his dad is like, "I'll take $1 million. Are you fucking stupid?"
that's awesome. Yeah, yeah. No, I mean, to me, Elon Musk is kind of an outlier, in that he's doing, he really is doing stuff with his money,
That's true. He's
with,
doing it.
with SpaceX. And I really think that's beneficial for society. So, you know, I get why, people shit on him, but at the same time, I'm kind of a fan. So
He employs more people than
yeah,
I do.
yeah,
But he's but he's also fired way more people.
yes, he has. Yeah, yeah,
Apparently he like bought Twitter and then immediately went in,
yeah.
fired like half the people he needed, and he's just dealing with like 1 million lawsuits right now.
Oh, nice. That sounds so dumb. Yeah,
Yeah, he wasn't really thinking about
yeah,
strategically who he still needs. He was just like, this place costs money. Everyone get out.
yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. I can't say that I defend everything that he does, but I'm just thinking about the SpaceX stuff, and I've I've watched the videos, and I think it's really cool.
It is
And
rockets.
yeah, yeah, and yeah, NASA's not doing it.
Yeah, I mean the government just stopped giving funding to NASA because they're like, all these rich dudes are flying into space. Well, let's let them do it.
Yeah,
Hey, what is it? Oh, never mind. I work for the company I was just about to talk shit about, so we're not gonna. I wasn't gonna talk shit about them. I was just gonna say Blue Origin sent William Shatner to space
yeah,
for no reason. He's just a guy from Star Trek.
right.
He's not
Yeah,
like a rocket scientist.
No, no, no.
They were just like, hey, this guy's been in
Yeah,
space. He'll lead
yeah,
us. No, he won't. He's an old man who used to be an actor.
right. Yeah, he's been on planet Jabari. What? I don't know.
Yeah, no,
30?
that's a planet.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So,
Oh man.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, I was watching this thing with Austin of like no laugh competitions in various places. We were just watching the Japanese one documental that's on Amazon.
Okay,
It's from a comedian whose shit I really like. Who I like. I have only ever been able to watch his shit on YouTube because it's not in English anywhere.
okay.
And luckily, fans have like subtitled it themselves,
Yeah,
like through a labor of love, and I get to watch it.
okay.
Um, but I just finished that whole series, and I found in the Amazon suggestions there's a show called, let's see, the anagram for it is LOL, but it's like maybe it is laughs out loud or something like that. Like
Okay.
it's
Yeah,
a no laugh competition,
okay.
but they're doing it country to country.
Oh,
I haven't seen an American one. Like I don't think they have an
okay.
American one, but I'm
Yeah.
watching the Canadian one right now, and
Uh-huh.
it is stacked with all the best Canadian comedians.
Okay.
Like legit, it's Colin Mockery from Who's Line, Tom Green, K. Trevor Wilson from Letterkenny,
Okay.
John LaJoie, who is also in the league, and I just love his like internet comedy.
Okay.
Um, so many fucking like legendary Canadian comedians, and they're just locked on this set for 6 hours doing this shit for charity.
That's awesome.
And like hour two or three, every comedian starts to get like fucking, they start getting crazy because you're not supposed to laugh. Because like if you laugh, you're gonna lose. But that also means every comedian in there has been testing bits and bombing for 3 hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they're just doing wild shit. At one point in this last episode, Tom Green was doing this dumb kind of like surrealist bit that got a couple other comedians out, where he just
Uh-huh.
started making grilled cheeses. And he was like, does anyone want my delicious cheese sandwich? And he just kept walking around repeating, delicious cheese sandwich at people until they'd break. Like, it's funny, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then at one point, Tom Green is trying a bit, or no, he wasn't trying a bit. He was just standing there, and Colin Mockery, the improv legend that he is doing this whole fucking crazy bit, and then he just gets wide eyed and turns to Tom Green and is like, "Would you like to try my delicious cheese sandwich?" And then the entire room of comedians is all staring at Tom Green chanting delicious cheese sandwich, and it's the most absurd shit I've ever seen.
Nice.
Like, they are so deep in the comedy hole that they
Yeah.
are trying the dumbest shit. And
No.
it is so funny because
Okay.
it's comedians doing things to make other comedians laugh,
Yeah. Yeah.
which is usually
The
not what
best.
makes other people laugh. Yeah, it's usually like the dumbest thing you can think of.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And so it's just them
Yeah.
just like walking up to each other and be like, when was the last time you shit your pants? Like just the dumbest shit they can think of, because the only way you're going to catch them laughing is if you really get them off guard. And
Yeah.
so, if you have any Amazon Prime access,
I do. I do
yeah,
have some fun.
in the Amazon Prime stuff, the laughs out loud stuff is free. Maybe I'll try to like share it or send the link
Yeah.
or something for
Yeah.
where it is.
Send me a link.
Oh, because it's really
Yeah.
funny to watch what makes other comedians break.
Okay.
And
Nice.
they get a couple hours in, so crazy. Uh, but I guess, hey, for suggestions of media, that's all I got. Have you been into anything cool lately?
Um, sorry. I screwed up my screen for a second,
That's all
I
right.
think. Um, and I'm doing my first virtual open mic on Wednesday with Wounded
Hey,
Warrior Project. Yeah,
nice.
yeah. So it'll be like the first USO type thing I will have ever done, which makes me happy.
I think that's fucking dope.
I
Is there like a
Yeah.
watching link? Are we allowed to sneak into the open mic audience and watch it?
Sorry you brought up on me there.
Ah shit. Is there a way for other people to watch it, or is it just like a group thing?
Um, I don't think so. I think it's just for wounded warriors.
That's good. It's good
I
to keep
think
those things a
that's
little closed.
yeah, yeah. So
But that's dope. I'm glad you're getting into it. Finding a little patch of other people to do some art with.
yeah,
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
Ho- Hopefully my jokes don't suck.
Hey, if they do, just say them twice.
Yeah, that's some shit I've done.
Yeah, it'd be funnier if you just say three jokes, wait for laughs, and then say the same three jokes in the same order over again.
Oh, that would be hilarious to me. But it doesn't mean it would necessarily be funny to anybody else. Um,
Sometimes you just got to make yourself laugh.
right. Yeah. Okay. They're calling me for meds. So I want to leave you with this joke
Beautiful.
before it's like I'm gay in the fact that I like women who dress like David Lee Roth. I'm a hetero, bro, in the fact that I like women who dress like David Lee Roth. What I'm trying to say is that David Lee Roth is a style icon who deserves better from us. David Lee Roth became a paramedic after he was rich and famous. We don't deserve David Lee Roth. I don't deserve David Lee Roth. And that pisses me off. Yeah, that's the joke. Yeah,
Hey, sometimes you just gotta love David Lee Roth.
yeah, that's that's what I think. Yeah.
Well, on that note, thanks everybody for tuning into the Petri Dish. We love David Lee Roth, and so should you. Go watch a
Yes.
Coachella live stream.
Yeah. Okay. All right.